That's what that is.
Woo, buddy. Well, man, we are here
Yes, sir.
finally. Only been what about 3 weeks?
Right.
A hurricane, no power, nothing to eat, no ice, no nothing, man. Just now getting the whack track. I see you clean up around here too. I see what it took a chunk out your deck too, then on the top.
Yeah, it almost took that top one off. Yeah.
Yeah, mine banged up too, and I still got 3 big trees down. It's just amazing how quick the insurance company wanted. But boy, when it comes to rolling out help, boy, you know, it ain't coming, boy. But anyway, it is the In the Know podcast.
In the know.
It's your boy Jaycutta.
What out? What out?
And I'm T the chef, and as you can see, this is the after the hurricane.
Yes. Post Helene.
Right. Post Helene show. We got some whites. Boy,
That
it was ugly. 11 days without no power. Man, it was crazy. You know, dumping all that stuff out your freezer, and you know, it's been a ride. You know, and we give thanks for the linemen that worked hard. You know, that was, man, driving around the city was like, it was bananas. It was just, you know, just on my road, it was crazy. But when I finally got out, it was riding and still riding. Seeing it this morning, like, man, it really tore our city apart.
Yeah.
You know, and
True
you know, we just wasn't. You can't. I don't. You know, you just can't prepare for stuff like that. You know what I mean? You know, we get a strong thunderstorm or something, or we get rains off. You know, most hurricanes, and you know, it just moves on about its way. But I don't think nobody thought it was gonna be this.
They got us. Turds, they set us up. Remember we was talking about it. When you cut down the trees, you lose your protection. That's what crushed Asheville. That's why North Carolina's looking like it look. Because guess what? All of that shrubbery and trees that was at the bottom of the mountain, they used to block all the wind from rising up, wasn't there anymore. Because see, you're doing all this construction.
Everywhere.
You want money everywhere. You want to get money, get money. Now you done lost protection because Mother Nature's now off balance. We didn't used to get those storms. Those storms didn't come up this far because they couldn't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But when you take your protection away for the wrong reasons, they didn't reinforce anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And this is the thing that gets me. For them to be so damn smart, how could you not think about that? You know what I'm saying? Or unless you thought about it and knew and didn't care. Because, you know what I'm saying? I look at a lot of different sides of stuff because people are dirty. Period. When they chasing that money, it don't matter. None of that other stuff matter. Lives or none of that. You know what I'm saying? I was out there like a dummy the first when the storm hit, right? So Friday morning, this is so funny. I ain't cussed out. Friday morning, I'm going to the barbershop. It's cutting up out there. You feel me? They on the news talking about, if you don't have to leave your house, don't leave your house. So I'm like, well, I mean, I got to go to work, so I think I qualify to leave this Sunday.
Right.
You feel me? So, you know, wife, you know, they're looking at me like, it's just an ignorant little somebody. Okay, go ahead and go. Go ahead and go. Go down White Horse. So, first of all, what was so crazy was when I left the neighborhood and got out to White Horse Road, I saw one of the transformers pop. And so the sparks, pop, pop. So it started looking like a movie. So I'm excited. All right, I'm driving. So I'm on some bull jive. So I'm riding, and it's like me and 3 other trucks out there. So we riding, bump, bump, bump. We rolling. We're headed towards your house, okay?
Oh, yeah.
We got on that road.
You didn't realize.
Well, we didn't even get that far. We got past the new subdivision. Once we got to the new apartment complex, the line had popped and it had dropped and the tree had fell and laid on it. So whatever ran over that was gonna get that shot. So we were turning around right there. And we were trying to get back to the main road, try to maybe go over to Sulphur Springs and take it on in. You feed me. But we got to when the line popped and the tree fell. We was like, well, me personally, I was like, well, Josh, you losing out here. I think we ought to go ahead and just chalk this one up.
Right.
Just gonna chalk this one up. So I come around, flying back to the, trying to get back to Whitehorse. Because mind you, now the wind done picked up more.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it was just raining hard at that
Right.
time. But the wind had picked up. And then the sky got orange. And I was like, oh, I'm on some bull. I got to get to the crib. Because at first it wasn't moving the truck at all. I'm just driving. On the way back, truck got to swing a little something. I said, my grip was giving, you feel?
Right.
So I'm riding in the middle, Whitehorse, instead of being over here in my lane by the road, by the sidewalk and stuff like that. I'm over away from the sidewalk because I don't want nothing pull me off the road, and then I'm flipped over and I'm out here stuck.
Right.
Cell phone stopped working. Shit like that was happening. So I was like, Josh, you was stupid. You should have stayed at home. So I'm getting close to the neighborhood, pulling into the neighborhood. Man, I get out the car, and I look back, and stuff I wasn't even noticing because I was just looking at my little pathway. Dude, all the trees from the front lot, they done came out of the root. I'm talking about probably 15, 20 foot in diameter trees out the ground.
Yeah.
Feel like lifted it up, laid it down, like shut up. Boom. You feel
Right.
me? I was like, oh, that was stupid. Like I really felt like, I had the dummy award that morning. Like, Friday morning, I don't know what I was thinking. And it was super early too. It was like 5:45, 6 o'clock.
Yeah, because, well, I'm going to tell you what made that funny, because normally I'm out the bed with this new schedule. So I'm out of bed probably about 4:15, 4:30. Well, I had got up about 3:45. And the only thing that woke me up was chainsaws. And I was like, what the hell going on? So I look out, the bedroom window, and I can see the guys on the houses, 2 houses up from us, they already out there with chainsaws. Because if you pass the house now, you can see all that lumber that was laying across the road.
Right.
So evidently they were still trying to, I guess, get a jump on it, try to cut it. It really didn't do no good because after, right across from us, is where the power pole was. It snapped in two. Now the lines were still hanging on to it, but it snapped in two and was laying from my neighbor's house this way across the road to the other side this way, but it was drooping. So you couldn't go down the road. Even if you got past the power line, you couldn't get past the trees, right? So we noticing this as the storm had passed and everybody was kind of coming out to see what was going on. Well, by that time, Amy was like, well, I'm gonna sit downstairs and try to cook some breakfast before the power go out, right? So she come downstairs and she, I heard her just scream my name, come down here. Come downstairs, man, the biggest tree in my backyard, when you talk about huge and the diameter of that root, it had and landed right on the deck. Boom. Now, we had that awning up, and just so happened it broke it. It broke it so when the tree landed on it, it made a T. So the board is planted into the deck. And luckily, if it had moved probably 8 more inches, it'd have busted all the glass out the patio. And it's still like that to this day. You know what I mean? And then the tree behind it fell this way into the neighbor's yard. And, we just buried Drake. So the grave that we made for him, when the tree fell on the neighbor next to me house, it arched right over his grave. Didn't touch it at all.
That's great.
And just so happened, for my neighbor, it ruined her chain link fence.
The dog was buried in the yard. Just those, we not on no Watkins and Garrett type stuff.
No, we
Shout out
no
to the
people.
funeral homes and all that. Y'all keep doing your thing. We
Yeah,
talking about the dog.
Yeah,
Okay.
about the dog. I hope they don't think we put no people in
Boy,
the
you know how that go nowadays. You eat.
But
yeah.
so it landed. Luckily, it landed right between the edge of her house and her AC, and she has one of those generators, so it missed it, but the tree landed like perfect. So, you know, you going through all this, and finally I got to see her the other day. I found, saw her on the outside of the house, and she was like, this stuff is just a mess, and I said, we doing everything we can to try to get it, cleaned up. We at the mercy of the insurance company. We have done everything I could do on my end, right? Well, what I found out was, since it was a natural disaster, or by natural means, with the trees falling on their fences, that we wasn't liable for it. I didn't know that. I was like, oh, okay. So she evidently got somebody out there quicker than we did, and literally, what they said was right. They cut the trees right at the property line. So whatever was on her side, they cut, cleared it out, and the stuff was still on the outside of the fence. So we just waiting, and I knew it was gonna be it might take a little time, but I didn't think it was gonna take this long. But we still just waiting, trying to get the tree off the deck first to see how much damage it done to it. Then you gotta get somebody to chop it all up and haul it off.
Right.
So it's like,
And you can't sit but so much on the side of the road. Because
Yeah.
I went down to the city and to the city and the county, the Greenville County office
yeah,
down there by Legacy. I went down there and she said if it's anything over 6 inches to 6 inches to 6 to 12 inches in diameter, if it's, they're not gonna pick it up. They're only picking up 6-inch joints. So
small stuff.
just small branches is what they're picking up.
Right.
Anything bigger, you're gonna have to
haul
pay.
it off,
Yeah, you got to pay to have it hauled
And then
off.
I didn't realize, tree cutting and all that stuff was just that expensive.
What?
Man.
That's why they don't work much. They don't
Yeah,
have
they
to.
gonna get it in.
They get that shit in bulk. They don't have to work much.
They get it in
What?
in bunches.
Yeah.
And shout out to to Nick. He came through, took a look at it, and was like, man, he say, this is what it's gonna cost you.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I can't argue with the man about his price. I know I ain't got the equipment to do it, so it's just whatever.
Right.
But just seeing the different people hopping out and community wise, and feeding people, that kind of stuff. The not only the generosity, but just everybody showing love to each other. My biggest thing is I love it. You know what I mean? But just don't let in 3 weeks when this election comes, everybody go back to being hateful and towards each other. You know what I mean? And we're gonna keep the spirit going. I don't have to agree with you, but I ain't gotta dislike you because I don't agree with you.
Right.
So let's keep keep the spirit going. Look out for as many people as you can, and definitely pray for our people. Up the mountains because Asheville, all that territory is it got banged up bad, and
Yeah, one of our guys from service, he was up there on 26, like either right before or it was right after the storm hit, because he said he saw the steel storage units that be on the dock normally. You know what I'm saying? He saw that joint sliding down the embankment or whatever, and saw another big old RV sliding down almost like a mudslide type deal.
Yeah.
And he said he saw it break off the legs of one of the bridges, and it was crazy. He was blown away to see it, but grateful that he wasn't on that side of the bridge.
Right.
He had already passed that part. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
that thing was. He was breaking it down to us, but if I messed that up a little bit, y'all charge it to something else.
Right.
But like I said, he was out there on 26, man, when that went down, and he was just like, "Wow, this thing is for real."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't really know what Mother Nature can do until you out there when she acting up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then listening to the stories, because, like I say, the guy was taking a look at, getting my trees and stuff situated in my yard.
Mm-hmm.
That's where he was coming from. He said, man, it's something when you can see bodies floating.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? That just put a whole new perspective on the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And me, I couldn't get away from, the lady that, took a picture of the grandma and the grandpa and the grandchild that was on the roof, and then the roof, gave way, and then all three of them ended up drowning. That it stuck with me for days. I tried to go to work, and it's still etched in your mind. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then you really looking at how grateful you are, and how the things, the simple stuff that you never would have thought of, really kept us going.
Yeah.
We had lanterns in the house. For us, I've always learned, man, and my daddy taught me the way he was a truck driver, and we used to fish every weekend. So all the way back from the snowstorm of 1988 that came through here, nobody on the street could move, right? But we was the only people that was eating, because he had a little Coleman camp stove with a little small bottle of propane. I mean, it was just like nothing ever happened. Same thing happened in 2005 when it came through here. Him and my daughter, they got the camp stove out. They eating country ham, drinking coffee early in the morning. You know what I mean? So now my wife understands why I keep that flat top, because that just let us boil. It let us fry. We can grill. We done hibachi one night. I mean, we were still eating like nothing had really changed, and it grew. The times of that, especially you go a few days or a week and don't see your grandkids. Then I got to see them every other day, because we was either, they was coming there to take a shower, because we had, gas, so you got a hot shower,
right?
And we got ways to eat. We gonna figure it out. You know what I mean?
Shoot, yeah.
So, being prepared is always a good thing. I can say I think it just really caught all of us kind of off, but I think people get it now. Sometimes, you might not use that generator for 2 or 3 years after you buy it, but it's gonna come a time you're gonna need it.
You best
believe you better be ready to go.
It's gonna be there.
So
you don't catch me slipping no more.
Nah, I don't think nobody will this time. Because usually it'll be like, okay, the storm passed through. You might go a day or two without some power. Some of us went up to 10 days. It's some people still out.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I know we made it day 11, and it was like, man, look at here. And matter of fact, that morning I had told, hey man, so that joker don't come on today, we're gonna have to hit a hotel or something. This is not gonna work. And finally, you rolled past the house and text me, say, hey man, your front light on. I was like, oh. So I text her, I'm like, hey,
right.
Josh said the light on.
So I about to see what's happening.
That's what she said. She said, I'm gonna go home right now. I'm gonna go home right now and see it on. Next thing you know, man, I come home, but she washing clothes, running the back and cleaning. She done cleaned out her refrigerator. Hey, she was wide open, boy. Hey, man.
Some appreciation for this power, boy.
What?
And this is the thing again. This is the thing. Some people talking about, oh, I can survive without the power. You can, but you don't want to.
Nah.
You talk me deaf. You don't want to.
Nah. See,
you may can.
And really, when you break it down, people, it wasn't about I can't watch my favorite shows. It had nothing to do with that. It's simply because of how we refrigerate our foods. You got to be. Ain't nobody
that was the main thing, because the grocery store was like the club with free drinks. I was like, are you kidding me?
So who gonna keep going to the store every single day? You're not gonna do that.
Right.
You're gonna have to figure out a way to keep your stuff cold. And then the ice thing became crazy. You know what I mean? That got way out of hand.
See, you know what I wanted them to do?
We talking about 3-pound bags of ice. 3-pound bag. I ain't even talking about no 5 pound
Right.
or nothing like this. We talking up over $4. I can get a 20-pound bag, you know, on any regular day for $4.
Mm-hmm.
This bag this big. Now I gotta buy 3 of them. I done spent $20 on some
So
ice.
the ice like, wait.
Well, right.
They slanging them bags. Like,
Boy, they was
right?
getting it, boy.
See, that's what if I was them, I would have went ahead and easiest way I would have said it was, let me go ahead and get some power going to these ice making units, these little stations,
That
like
you
the
run
one
through.
on White Horse.
Yeah, you can run through.
Mm-hmm. You go up there, put in your little change and pop. You want to, whatever size bag type
Right.
deal. Let me get those running, and we ain't got to worry about it. So that's one less thing for the folk to scavenge around. Because, I mean, we stand outside of Family Dollar trying to get bags of ice. It's like, really?
Right.
Really?
Right.
And folk were looking crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That stuff could blow up because I heard people, they talking trash to people because inventory getting low on stuff. Certain things, so many people they were allowing in the store at a time, and all this kind of other stuff, and people were getting mad. But it's like your mindset has to be so different during those times.
Right.
That ain't no normal trip to the store, stupid.
Yeah, you
can't be in here, right? You can't be in here raising hell when everybody trying to survive. That's a good way to get knocked off.
I seen it. I seen it more than one time, and I was just like,
you off about their family. That's
between that and the gas station.
Come on,
oh
man.
my goodness, that gas station was.
Dude, the gas station was terrible.
Man, that was crazy.
And she told me to get gas too. She said, okay, did you fill up? I said, nah, I'm good. Got about a little less than a half. I'll be IV. I'm thinking we're gonna be down a day or two.
Right.
I'm good. You know what I mean? If I need to run somewhere, I can do that and shoot back to the house. No, it wasn't like that.
Yeah.
So
and I'm gonna tell you
I ended up going to the Sphinx. Hot up my day.
Boy.
Ducking and
You know how
dodging.
many cats I seen out there? I understand, people who did have generators, you had to put fuel in the generator. Okay? You got a 5-gallon can. That's gonna run you a little while. There's no reason for you to be pulling up with a long trailer full of 5-gallon cans, and you taking up the whole pump while people sitting out in the road just trying to get a couple of gallons so they can get home.
But that's on the store.
Right.
Those stores should have put a limit.
You should have had somebody out there saying, hey, man.
To the number of containers.
Right.
Should have been a limit.
Right.
Like you fill up no more than 2 containers or something per person.
Right.
And get the hell on. You come back later and
so
fill
that's
up.
what happened.
Because
they was so the Walmart, right here, the small Walmart, they was out. They was out of fuel. They was down.
Mm-hmm.
So when they realized they did have fuel, they put people in the parking lot that made them come through and S their way through the parking lot. That was that first day. So I got to thinking, I was like, okay, I ain't going to get nothing right now. But first thing in the morning, I'm ducking.
Mm-hmm.
So I went, next morning I got up, wasn't nobody even there, rolled in, got my gas, rolled right back out, no problem. Went right back home, got my wife's car. Come back up there, I had to wait at the pump. Went on the pump maybe 5 or 6 minutes. And then it was off. But we you just gotta get smart about this thing, man. Like I say, because I usually fill up our cars every Sunday to get through the week, and like I say, just didn't understand the severity of of what was coming. So it won't get me again. But it did make us have to change around what all we were going to do for the month and the gifts that we were going to have on, because of course we didn't have no power. So I got in contact with the people who were supposed to come on, and we're going to work to rearrange to get them back in here. And also it put behind the 31 days of giving, because it was going to start on October 1st. That didn't happen because there was nobody had any power, so
right.
we couldn't get the boxes to the people that that we needed to, and then the way I looked at it, it was going to be more of a focus on trying to get everybody else back to at least zero. You get what I'm saying? So you
all
took
the extra
donations
money was gone.
To get yourself and your family back on.
Yeah.
And then we, what I think we'll probably end up doing is doing a 1 day thing instead of doing the 31 days. Just try to do like we've done in the past, and just try to get as much as we can in 1 day. Because like I say, it's so much going on, and people really just getting back to where they can make moves to try to get back on to get back.
That's right.
to catch up. So
that's right.
So we'll come up with a date and a place to drop off here shortly, and put it on the Facebook page, and so everybody can get a hold of that and donate it, if you can. Like I say, I realize it's gonna be tough, and it's gonna be something else where everybody's trying to scramble and get back on their feet, and it's gonna take a little minute, but I'm pretty sure we pretty resilient folks, so we get it done and get out there.
Definitely. Yeah. So, like, do you know of any places who are helping people right now? Any folks giving out any type of services or supplies or anything like that?
I don't know anybody or any of the groups directly. Like I said, a lot of that was done when everything first happened, and it was literally people, feeding people every day, and handing out water at the different, Harris Teeter was handing out, cases of water, that type of stuff. But I think now it's just more still is trying to clean up, but I don't know anybody directly that's handing out supplies or anything to that nature.
Okay.
But I mean, if it do comes up, or if somebody's still out there doing it, I have no problem placing it on our Facebook page where you can get help. That type of deal.
Yeah, so if any of you all have organizations or different things that are making these kind of moves in these next couple of weeks, reach out to us, that we may do some things together. Make it bigger, make it stronger, make it reach more people. So, like I say, leave a message, or drop the information of the company or like organization, whatever it is that's doing it, the people that's doing it, or whatever, so that we can come together, because we're stronger together than we are separate. So if you guys know some people that's doing some things for the communities, man, reach out to us, because we're trying. We're gonna be doing, not trying, but we're gonna be doing the same thing.
Oh yeah.
So,
oh yeah. And like I say, and then with us, we putting in new guests, not just new guests, but putting on the people that we had coming forth. That's gonna have to roll into next month, and we got certain people that actually we're gonna hit up this week, the finish of this weekend and this week, about getting on to the show, because there's still a lot out here that we don't know, and we're gonna have to get the information out there, because this you can look at YouTube numbers, and you can look at subscribers, and it can, in a way, if you let it, make you feel like you ain't making an impact. But I know we are. I get people reach out to me all the time. I have people that give us feedback, but we're gonna make it better. It takes time. I think it's a growing thing. I didn't know anything about podcasting and at all, You know, I researched as much as I could before we made a move, and I'm still learning something every day. But we're gonna keep on pressing to not only get the information out there, but it's gonna be. I think it's more like an infotainment or edutainment. You know, educate, and I'm gonna in some ways entertain you, but it just can't be merely entertainment because I think that's where we get it lost. You know, there's so many folks out there to entertain you. You know, but we have to do what's right and keep forging this path. Some days, like I say, some days you look at numbers and you like, but then again, for the subscribers that we do got, we appreciate every last one of y'all. You know, you don't have to take the time to watch the video, but we appreciate it, and we're gonna keep on pressing. I think this may be 24th or 25th episode. I mean, so we still young in the podcasting world. You know, there's people out there who have thousands and multiple years of, you know, of doing it, and we're just gonna keep pressing on with what we know, and learning at the same time.
Also, if there's any topics that you want us to address and deal with, or get some people on here to deal with, drop that in the messages
text,
too.
Yeah, you can drop it on the messages.
Text,
you can text us.
However.
Yeah, calls, inboxes, whatever. But
because this is for the people.
Always have been since we started it. So
it's always for the people.
It's for the people, and we need you guys. You know, your input and your suggestions. I guarantee you, we don't always get it right, but you know, we are willing to listen too. You know, so.
Man.
But other than that,
yeah, tough weekend, man. Just on a lighter note,
right.
Bama Gators gave it away. Bama Gators had Tennessee on the ropes. We gave it away. Gave it away yesterday. South Carolina Gamecocks.
Boy.
You make me sick. You had Alabama. You should have punished them. You make me sick with that. You should have punished them.
Look, I'm at the football field. And see what people don't understand.
I ain't never pulled South Carolina out pulling for them jokers.
What? That's what the people got to understand. I do not hate South Carolina. I just dislike them when they play Clemson. Okay? But what I'm saying is this. Listen, I'm sitting there at the ball field yesterday, and people not understand why I am cheering. You get what I'm saying? They're like, what's... You know, I was standing there with two cops from Liberty and a couple of parents right there, and we all in this huddle on this shade tree, and I got the phone out like, boy, y'all ain't gonna believe this. Boy, South Carolina up, no, yeah. I said, yeah, look. Next thing I know, I said, boy, they gonna let them come back. Man, I was hurt, boy.
Sick.
I was like, man, come on. Y'all got these cats on the rope.
It was what killed them was a holding penalty on number 51 or 52 offensive lineman for South Carolina. And that pushed them out of their kicker's comfortable field goal range. He ended up kicking the 50 plus. And that ain't his thing. See, they had it where they needed it to be. All they had to do, and then part of it was play calling. They should have just ran the ball straight up in the middle. Even if you let Sellers run it straight up in the middle because you were already in field goal range. Just keep running it forward.
Right.
That's all you had to do. Keep running it forward. I don't care if you got 2 yards pop. Don't matter. You're already in field goal range. Keep running it forward. You're going to make Alabama use their timeout. So when they actually get the ball, they ain't going to be able to do much with it. This is the thing that got me. You want to drop back. Holding. Number 4. I was like, on some bull. You know, it's as bad as Florida. What they did. You know, quarterback, fumble.
Yeah.
We down on their 1 yard line. Got to remember, we ain't lose but by 6, and that's in overtime. We would have beat them in regulation. You see what I'm saying? Like it's simple mistake. These teams aren't as bad as great as people think they are. Alabama not great. Tennessee not great. LSU better than people thought because Ole Miss got their head knocked off. They supposed to have been so much fire this year. They're not. They're not. Who's impressive to me? Boy, Oregon.
Yeah.
Didn't think they were that good, but shout out to Gabriel and Adams and Jones and one little boy James and all the boys cutting out. So Ohio State. Try it again next year.
So
Texas official. Hats off. Texas abused Oklahoma. Abused them. You feel
Red
me?
River Classic.
Oh my God. The river was red. But it was with their jerseys. I'll tell you that much. Them boys, Texas disrespected them. Very, very disrespectful. They got their little starting quarterback back too.
Yeah.
But
by the time I got home,
I hate that Travis Hunter got hurt for Colorado.
Yeah.
They're gonna do that. I think it's supposed to do the MRI today and find out how long he's gonna be out because he was up for the Heisman and all that stuff too. So
that's a hell of a ball player though, boy.
oh, Hunter tough.
Boy, way.
He young Dion.
Yeah.
Young Dion. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I honestly, that's why he was saying he wanted to be in his program because he's like, you done what I'm trying to do when you were the best at what you were doing, so I got to get under the best. That's why I don't look at all of that rah-rah that they put around Dion. Yeah, he loud and flashy. That's who he been his whole life.
Right, yeah.
He been that way since the Dirty Birds. Y'all gotta know Dion.
The only thing
Florida State, he was like that.
The only thing that can put Dion, and even Dion when he tells a story, is the only thing that can really put him to shame is when he got more by Bo Jackson.
But that was disrespectful. Bo didn't have to do that.
Right, man. But it's funny when Dion tell the story, though. That's what make it funny. Dion said, man, I read up on it, but he's like, I thought hey. He said, hey, that was it, boy.
I like Derrick Henry, boy.
Man.
You like Big Henry, boy.
That dude, that's an athlete, man.
You know what? Every week, if my team played Derrick Henry, and I know I got to be out there tackling this man, I'm going to ask my son, don't watch the game. Feel me? I don't need you to see them. I don't need you to see them highlights. See the highlights. Don't watch the whole game because he's going to mess around and get me. See, the thing about it is, you're making a decision as a cornerback. Okay, so a cornerback, you're giving up 100 pounds almost. So you're giving up at least 70.
Right.
65 if you're a little big.
But he's solid, though.
But the problem is, if you go for his legs,
you're
gonna mess around and get a pensioner, or you're gonna be on that stretcher because he might push your neck sideways, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's coming.
So if you go up top, he probably gonna stiff on you, and then you drug. You might get
you on ESPN,
right all night. But no one beats the play Derrick Henry gave. Watch this once again. Really? They'll show it. They'll keep running it.
Right.
So you don't have a win-win with his. Like, if you jump on his back,
he gonna carry you.
Yeah, he gonna run in with you.
Right.
So now you look even worse.
Right.
You done rolled this man back like a child. So you look terrible. You know what I'm saying? Man, look at it. Derrick Henry, man, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. If I ever have to tackle that man, I'm slapping his feet.
Yeah.
Straight old middle school stuff. I'm gonna slap your feet and hope that they cross. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hope that they cross and you fall, because that's all I got for you. You're not embarrassing me. I'm not doing all that. But like I say, Clemson, hell of a job. Y'all went off Wake Forest like that, disrespectfully.
Yeah.
Very disrespectfully, y'all. I think y'all took it personal what people was talking about y'all, because y'all really been playing good ball lately.
Yeah, I mean it's
playing good ball, solid ball.
You know the thing about it is, everybody wants to talk about schedule and all that, and then when you looked at it before the season got started, I mean our schedule looked. You got Georgia right out the gate. You know, when people was believing in FSU, You know what I mean? They was like,
right.
boy, they gonna give Clemson a run, and then that went south. So it's we still got some games that scare me though, and I'm gonna tell you why. Pittsburgh scares me.
Hey, Pitt, nice though.
But you know what? Because it's like I was in Death Valley when they beat us in Death Valley with Deshaun. You get what I'm saying? So it's always those teams that you look at them like, yeah, we should have had that. And then next thing you know, you be like,
Boston College, they're one of those teams.
NC State,
Yeah.
usually give them. They just give you them. They give you
They
more
play
effort
tougher than
anybody else. You know what I mean? So it's
okay.
like, but Dabo, and that whole staff, man. You got Spiller, Taj. All them guys have been down there for done played through the system. All that they know what's that. What that's like. And they'll make the adjustments where they need to. And I'm just more excited seeing them youngsters on the defensive side of the ball and how they getting at it. And it's gonna be some exciting football. November is shaping up to be a hell of a month, man. So I'm ready.
Yeah. Shout out to the Lynx and the WNBA. Want to see Colin get it. They look good. Liberty strong, Breon. I get it. I don't mess with it though. Because I was with the Aces before baby was laid down, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Asia toughest lace up sneakers on that female side. They understand me tying up history.
You know
what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
It's just that they're doing an amazing job, man, over there in WNBA this year. So shout out to y'all, and we're still in anticipation of these playoffs. So I'm looking for Minnesota to win it. I'm really looking for Minnesota to win it all. They're so balanced, offensively and defensively. They're real nice, and they control the pace of the game. So that makes it a lot different. I was in Connecticut's wagon, Carrington. Bombing my baby now. I was on there, but I think it's just the Lynx time. I think it's Minnesota's time. So they have a team built to win the championship. So we're gonna see. But yeah, see, y'all got Virginia next week. Y'all got an easy game.
Ain't no game easy. I mean, hey.
And look at Alabama. Got to go to Tennessee next week.
They got to go to Tennessee?
Yeah. Barely survived at home against South Carolina. Okay. Just for you, Alabama.
Okay, let's say it like this.
You got to do it.
Okay, with them losing to Vandy, if they would have lost to South Carolina, would they have fired dude this morning?
In his sleep.
Somebody said, people ain't got no sense on life. Somebody wrote on there, if this guy loses to South Carolina, they gonna meet him in the parking lot with a U-Haul. Hey, just tell him to go ahead and get all his stuff right now.
I promise you that. Which box you want to keep? What you don't want?
I was like, man, y'all just was rough, boy.
I mean, what you think about it though? Alabama's program can't handle that. You can't be at Alabama. That's just like being at Duke in basketball. You suck. North Carolina, you suck. North Carolina, different places. You can't. Certain schools, you just can't be there if you suck as a coach.
Right.
They're like, we need to have a meeting.
Yeah.
Bring it in.
Don't pay him out.
Because you think about all the money they're going to be missing now. Because really and truthfully, this game next week against Tennessee will decide which one of them qualify for the playoffs. See, Alabama can't lose this game.
Oh, yeah.
Or they're not going to be...
two losses to you.
It's all weird. For them, because they still got to get through the SEC.
Right.
And they're not going to play for the SEC championship the way they're going right now. But then again, look at Ole Miss and how they were up and they falling back some. So, I mean, it's like this, really.
Everywhere.
Because there's no way possible we supposed to went into Tennessee as an unranked team, Florida, and had them scared.
Right.
Them jokers were nervous. 0 points at halftime. Half scared, feared, sending out memoirs, things, talking to folks. Please come down here and get these gators up and down here. We didn't know they were coming to be disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? But it's everybody can lose though. Anybody can lose on any given day.
Yeah. That's why we play the game.
Well, I'm talking about shout out to Rod, to God. I love that Alabama sweat. Why? Your day coming again.
Yeah. I bet that joke was making phone calls.
Who had to be? Because he told me he going to drag South Carolina. Oh, boy, this how game.
Well, you know that joke making a phone call. Hey, hold on. Let me get Saban on mine. Saban, you gonna have to walk down there and tell him.
Do you hear me?
You gonna have to give him that look or something.
Boy, no, you got to put him
get in
on.
gear.
Snatch that hell, that gonna headphone set off of him. Snatch it.
Yeah, man.
I don't know, like, oh man, NBA coming in. What you think about the trade though? Big Cat went to the Knicks.
Solid.
Got rid of Randall and old boy Redhead came from Villanova. Was it Domichenko? I think that's how you pronounce his name. Dovichenko, something like that. Anyway, the redhead kid, he's a guard. Shoot the threes and drive to the basket real fast. But he came from Villanova. He was with the Knicks.
Yeah, no, don't try to get me to pronounce it last night.
They traded him away. They traded him away. But man, the Knicks are looking like they got them the favorite to play Boston in the finals, the Eastern finals anyway. But like the West, Westbrook, he's with the Nuggets now, and you got Paul George came over to Philly. There's a lot of trade. Like Chris Paul went to the Spurs to help out my boy down there. So,
I like that though.
I like that one too, man. Give a little balance, man. Help that young man not have to, do so much in the end.
Right.
He can actually set up a half court.
That looks good. I always been, I always like Chris Paul though.
I kind of fool with him a little.
A little?
Yeah, I don't really mess with him a whole lot. Cause he bow out at the playoffs too much for me. Like you giving it to him, giving him work and business all season long, just like with the Suns, all season long.
Get to the
playoffs, you
don't
fall
show
to
up.
pieces. Oh, your leg falling off. Okay, your back falling off. Whatever the situation is, it's just like, really, man? Houston, that team him and James Harden had in Houston, unbeatable. Period. If they played to potential, they wouldn't have even sweated hard and won the championship because they had too many weapons. They were too loaded. That team was great, but leadership was suspect. Between him not being able to get through the playoffs and James Harden not being able to finish in the playoffs, because James Harden is terrible. He's like the regular season champion. He's like the Cowboys. Put it that way. He like Dallas. He'll punish you during the regular season, but get to the playoffs and be trash.
Don't you say nothing about the Cowboys.
Ooh, them Cowboys. Matter of fact, they don't want none of Green Bay. I ain't worried about them saying nothing to me because we own part of Dallas. When we come to Arlington, we stay on our property. You understand me? There's a section with a GB on it up there. You know what I'm saying? In the stadium, it's like that's the Green Bay section over there. So
I can say they giving me quite a few lunches here in the last couple of years.
I'm trying to tell you, we own them jokers.
So,
but yeah,
I'm saying about Cowboys.
I ain't gonna say nothing other than they suck and that they don't have nothing together and they're losing all their players and most of them hurt. But other than that, they ain't gonna say nothing like they're gonna get thrashed today at 4 o'clock with Detroit. But other than that, I ain't gonna talk about them though.
You ain't gonna talk about them?
Nah, I ain't gonna talk nothing about them, brother.
Okay.
Shout out to Cowboy fans. Love y'all, man. Love y'all. Y'all keep your head up, man. You know what I'm saying? Look forward. Not behind. Look forward.
Boy, you rough, man. Can't deal with you, boy. But that's all right.
But yeah.
That's the reason why we play the game, though, man. Everybody say what's something look like on paper, but man, you never know what's gonna happen. Nobody.
College is great right now, man.
That's what I'm saying. That's like nobody can see. Ain't nobody can tell me no way in hell they saw Vandy beating Alabama.
I saw them competing because Vandy finally had a good team. I saw it wasn't going to be one of them lopsided where Alabama go down there and score 60 points. You know what I'm saying? I knew it wasn't going to be that kind of game. But boy, ain't no way I thought they were going to slug it out
Right.
touchdown for touchdown like that. Right? Now that I did not see. I thought Alabama would break their will. But I realized something. Look at what Alabama's doing right now. Alabama is changing from a ground and pound to a finesse team. Finesse teams, they have to have everything going their way in order to win. Look at Ole Miss. That's why Ole Miss is dropping so many games, because they're a finesse team. So if they go up against a team that's constantly hitting them in their mouth like LSU, you know how they do. LSU dirty. They grimy in the paint. You know how they go. They in the trenches down there with it. You know. So when they're doing that, and you're trying to spread the field, and you want a finesse attack, guess what? Boy, your boys are going to be tired. You ain't nobody going to be able to block. You're not going to be able to move the ball.
You out of there.
You know,
ain't got no,
that finesse don't win
game.
against that hammer. And that's what they're trying to do in Alabama. It's the same way old boy with his sorry tail when he came down to Florida to coach. The one that used to be at South Carolina.
Charles Brown.
No, heck no. No, not Charlie.
Oh, what's him?
Must-stinking champ.
Not mistaken.
Must-stinking champ. He tried to turn Florida into a team like Texas. Like, we have a huge offensive line and, you know, strong, big running backs. We never had that. Florida's been the fastest team forever. We beat you by speed. We spread you out and say, hi, you got to catch me.
Right.
We don't run you over. You know what I'm saying? Ever since he came there, that's why Florida's been in trouble so long. Yes, because we have not been able to get back to the team, the spread finesse team that we've always been. Run the score up on you. Please catch me type team. They trying to do all this ground and pound. That's not how we build. Our people don't even come there. We don't even recruit those kind of guys. I just never understood it. I don't know. Like I say, it's aggravating. But anyway, I'm over it. My feelings. I think I am anyway. I think I am. But yeah, like I say, it's this part of October, November, every single sport's going on. Shout out to the Duke Blue Devils who gonna win the national championship. You feel me? Man, I'm telling you what, we got a good team this year. Hot almighty, yeah. Boy, our team looks great. I'm talking about you remember Tony the Tiger on the cereal box? They're great. That's Duke. That's Duke. That's Duke this year. Shout out to the Blue Devils. Doing our thing. Man, tell you, man, excellent recruit, man. They did a wonderful job.
See, what you gotta understand about me, I'm one of them guys. I root.
You Clemson all across the board.
Across the board. I don't give a damn if it's field hockey.
Y'all solid in football. I mean, basketball too, though.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just, but I got people that's like that. They an FSU fan when it comes to college football, and then a North Carolina fan when it comes to college basketball. It's just, it is what it is.
Yeah. I've been like, I don't know. I was a Duke fan before I was a Florida Gator, because I didn't become a Gator till 95, 96. But I was a Duke fan from 89, 90. See what I'm saying? About right around
Christian Laettner period.
Right as he was, I think he was a freshman.
Yeah.
Right there, him and T. Hill and all the boys. Like I say, that was just, they were the epitome of college basketball. I was just like, wow. I just love to watch these guys play. You know what I'm saying? They just balling like that. But fool with them and been with them since 91. So this Florida Gators, man, homeboy, he grew up, he's a Florida State fan. He used to always give me that business. I couldn't stand him. Shout out to my boy D-Buck. boogie, bug-eyed cannon down that piece. Used to get on my nerves with the Florida State boys, boy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, boy. You know what I mean? If you listen to D, good to hear about you, man. You know what I'm saying? Hope all is well, my dude. But he used to get on my back. Boy, I used to get on my head by Florida State, man. I couldn't even breathe, man. Because they were winning so much. Because you had to remember they had Dion that came through, Martin, Sap. You know what I'm saying? Tiki, man, they had, good God Almighty, they had some athletes come down through there. Whew. I was like, dang.
They didn't have Sap.
No, Sap was a Miami guy.
Yeah.
Who was that D lineman that came from Florida State? Because they had the linebacker that's he's in the Hall of Fame. Matter of fact, he had too long went in the Hall of Fame. God, what is his name? From Florida State. Anyway, the Florida State teams of the early '90s made me sick. Charlie Ward and all them boys, they used to get on my nerves, man.
Charlie Ward was a monster.
That's what I'm saying. And he had his boys with him. You feel me? I didn't like that.
That dude was tough.
I didn't like that. Who's the
and on
running
the
back?
basketball court.
Right.
So
I ain't like that. I ain't like that. They used to be on my back, boy. Because all I had was Danny Warfel and, you know what I'm saying, a little handful of players back then.
Right.
It's like, God, dog. I said, boy, come on, fellas. Come on now. We got to get something. Tebow came through, boy. Tebow gave me the breath of life in Florida.
Hernandez.
You hear me? Man.
Well, then y'all had Cam for a minute.
Yeah, we had Cam. But, like, Cam down there stealing and stuff from what they told me. That's what they told me. That's just what they told me. Allegedly stealing stuff and things. So he ended up going to that other JUCO and won that championship at the JUCO joint. Then went to Auburn. I don't even know the situation, but I wish they would have had the NILC because we would have had Cam on the Gators wide open. We would have been winning for years. Because they wouldn't have been in a hurry to leave. They wouldn't have changed schools, none of that stuff. They would have stayed there and got paid.
Right.
Because them kids was getting in trouble because a lot of them didn't have money. A lot of them didn't have. They was trying to get what they needed.
Yeah, right.
So I mean, I get it. I ain't mad at you. Nothing. It's just, you know what I'm saying. I don't even know the full story. I just wish they were paying them back then, and that could have helped a whole bunch of people.
Right.
Like Reggie could have got his flowers from Southern Cal. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If they were already getting paid, they wouldn't have snatched his stuff. You know, like I say, man, it's a crazy little circle that go on like that, man.
That's wild.
You know, but yeah, just I felt like we ain't had a good sports moment in a while. You know what I'm saying?
It's coming.
It's been a good little while. You know.
It's coming.
Had to get that
out.
out.
Gonna be all right.
Yeah, we gonna be straight. We'll be straight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But other than that, man.
But
slow motion.
Yeah.
Trying to get back to reality.
Glad everybody's doing well, man. That made it through this power situation, though.
Yeah, that storm was ugly.
Get your mind back right. Get regrouped. Reach out to your people. Check on your people. Even if you have situations where you don't too much like each other, check on your folk. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the stuff we just got to get over. We argue about a lot of things that mean nothing. We hold a lot of grudges in areas that don't deserve grudges. So if you have a way or a chance to mend some stuff with your folk, do that. Now, if your folk trash, leave them where they're at. But if you can fix it, fix it. You know what I'm saying? Just out of the fact of how many people we watch die daily.
Right.
How the news is announcing it daily, how the obituaries are being shown daily. Just if you get a chance to get stuff together, get stuff right, get it right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Well, you know, but don't lay down for nobody. Now.
Right.
Don't let them run over.
Yeah, at the same time, just know,
yeah.
Okay, I can love you, but I'm gonna love you from over there.
Yeah, it's like 'cause I know how you function, how you get down. So that's cool. You be you.
Yeah, be you.
Be you.
Just do it without me.
There you go. You don't need me to be you.
Exactly. So
yeah. So
other than that, though, Chief. Right?
Yeah. We'll be back with some great content on our next air, man.
More of the right content.
Yeah.
We'll definitely have up a date that we're gonna get together and we're gonna do a 1 day, collect all the canned goods, coats, blankets we can,
Yeah.
and
Socks.
yeah, socks and all.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the difference is, you know,
Hats.
we're gonna give
Mm-hmm.
you know so much to the shelters, but we actually go out on the street and distribute too. So
Yeah.
you know, and if y'all want to ride along with us when we go,
Yeah.
hit us up. You know, now that I got that trailer, we gonna be out every chance we get to, you know, feed folks. So it's coming along to do exactly what we want to do. Sometimes, like I say, man, it take a little minute, and we have setbacks and stuff that we have to, you know, we got to overcome to get it done. But
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gonna be okay, and we just gonna keep rolling from there.
Yeah.
But I don't have anything else, bro.
Nah.
What about you?
Nah, that's all I got. Is just know that your situation could be worse and somebody else's situation is worse. So, man, keep your head up out there, man, because I got to keep mine up. You hear me?
Right.
Love y'all.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.